I wanted to publicly, formally apologize for any past views I had, any past false teachings that I was pushing under the guise of the camp doctrine, the israeLite camp doctrines, and the false doctrines they push, the hate doctrines they push. It's been, even when I was still following the camps, like near the end of it, something never really sat right with me. And I noticed they had me constantly in a state of, like, you know what I'm saying, of just hate and shit, and anger, instead of taking responsibility for what our ancestors did and what we're doing and why we're in the position we're in. So I went fully Yah only, Tanakh only, Torah, and out of the New Testament, out of the camps, completely since March or May last year. So it's been over a year. But like I said, even before that, something didn't really sit right with me with the shit they were pushing, especially when in the law it tells us you shall not abhor an Edomite. And they believe white people are the Edomites. You can't really prove that. I don't think the whole white race is Edomites. I think they mix with many different nations, so you can't really, some of them could be Edomites. A lot of them have an Esau spirit. But regardless, the scriptures say that the Most High will gather a remnant of all nations to come to his holy mountain. His holy mountain will be a place of prayer for all peoples, of all tongues. Now, majority is going to be Israel. Israel is going to be on top like they should have been the whole time. But there is going to be a remnant of Goyim, of Gentiles that cleave. Now, it may not be a lot of them, but there are Gentiles out there that seek the Most High, that love the Most High, and that love his people, and that want to cleave to his people. There's many scriptures that talk about, Gentiles realizing they inherited lies, and they will cleave unto the nation of Israel, of Yasharal, and to the Most High. So I want to just apologize for all the hate doctrine I used to push, all the negativity I used to push. And I was thinking, I was in my heart at the time, I thought I was right, you know what I'm saying? But once I became a Nazarite, I think that's what really pushed me into having a clearer mind, a clearer conscience about it. Because, abstaining from certain things for a certain period of time. Like I said, I barely smoked last year, smoked weed. I haven't smoked at all this year. This is the first year I actually haven't smoked at all. And I only had one glass of wine since April 2020. So I think that, part of being a Nazarite is denying yourself, dying to yourself, and living for the Most High. So I've gotten only closer to the Most High since I've become Yah only. Deeper prayers, deeper meditations, better revelations. So, I think, I was revealed this, He gave me more, he seen my heart was really for him. My zeal, he saw the zeal, just like when I was in the Christian church. He saw the zeal, but my zeal was based on ignorance. And, I just want to apologize for all that shit I used to push. If you're a Gentile and you want to keep Torah and you want to follow Yah, you're more righteous than an Israelite, a full-blooded Israelite that doesn't keep his commandments. And he will accept you before he'll accept them. Because remember, 2/3 of Israel will be cut off too. People acting righteous just because they call themselves Israelites, just because they put on fringes. but your heart is trash. You see somebody of another nation, and instead of, what he tell us to do, he said, Israel shall be a light unto the nations. We are supposed to be a light unto the whole world. We're supposed to show them what these laws are about, what the Most High is about. They're supposed to look at us and see the Most High in us. Instead, we're showing them what people call Satan. And we're acting like they act. How they treated us, we treating them. But we're not the judges. The Most High, vengeance is on him. It's not on us to do all that shit. We're supposed to be a better example for the world. So all you Israelites out there that's still in these camps, pushing these false doctrines, pushing these hateful agendas, for one thing, you got to realize, and look it up yourself, we all know IUIC is under a 501c3, just like the Christian churches. And guess who's behind these Israelite camps? Because the original Israelite camp considered themselves Ethiopian Jews, the commandment keepers, and they only kept Tanakh. They didn't keep the New Testament. It was Josiah Ford. What was the other one? Can't even think right now. But Abba Bivens. They were straight Tanakh. And it wasn't until he wanted to start his own shit that he was like, how can I gain more followers? Then he started including the New Testament to get people out of Christianity. But they came with the 12 tribes chart and all the other doctrines they push to gain more followers. But the person that is behind these 501c3 and C4 camps is Haile Selassie's grandson, Ermias Selassie, who the Library of Congress, you can look it up. Don't believe what I say. The Library of Congress and the whole world refers to him as the Lion of Judah. Difference between him and his grandfather. His grandfather actually made a perpetual land grant, 1937 and 45, 48, something like that. Haile Selassie made a perpetual land grant for all people of the slave trade to come back to Ethiopia and get free land. They came over here in America telling y'all were the Jews. Y'all wouldn't know y'all were Jews or Israelites if it wasn't for Haile Selassie and the commandment keepers. Marcus Garvey was under this movement. But his grandson, Ermias, he married who he wasn't supposed to marry. He got kicked out of the Ethiopian World Federation. So what he did, he's behind all these Israelite camps that had 501c3, and he's using the business entity to gain land in Ethiopia because he's banned from getting it. So what he do? He started business entities, signing up the Israelites, the social security, the names, addresses. So the land that y'all supposed to be getting, the camps ain't even teaching you about this. Y'all talking about repatriation, going back home, your promises, promised land. None of these niggas are doing nothing about it. They bitch about Babylon, so-called Babylon, America, but none of these niggas are trying to take you home. But your home is waiting for you. Your land is waiting for you. But y'all don't hear me. Y'all gonna stay here and not do shit. Meanwhile, me and my niggas that are, you know what I'm saying, up to date on this information, we got plans. I already know niggas that's going to Ethiopia this summer. They plan on building their own shit. I feel like when the Most High spoke to me through my mom, using her as a vessel, December 19th, 2016, when he said, gather sheep for it's too late, I feel like this is my mission, you know what I'm saying? I have a bigger mission, and just like when I was told by whatever was in Sabo, I know who you are. They told me you'd have these eyes, you know what I'm saying? And just like the message, basically a prophetic message my mom wrote, waking up out of a dream saying they fear you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, because of all the experiences I've had, and also calling on the Most High's name and being saved, I feel like, you know, this is what he meant. This is what I'm supposed to do, is to gather his people back home. And that's what I'm going to do. The goal is 2025, have this Torah y'all only community, either South Africa or Ethiopia, somewhere in the middle or close as possible to the Holy Land, and take y'all home. As long as you follow Torah and you're not calling on any idol gods, you're welcome. I welcome everybody. Get our finances in order so we can come together and get this land together. Because our money together is more powerful, but we go to another country with the exchange rate is better, and without all this inflation, we can live like kings opposed to like pawns over here. So yeah, but if I gotta do it myself, I mean, I know a nigga on the Ivory Coast also, and he knows like 6-7 other niggas that are down for the same shit. So if it just gotta start with us first, so be it. And if y'all actually gotta see the thing built and wait for me to be like, yo, and show y'all, yo, this, we got acres, man, we got hectares, we got, you know what I'm saying, 100 acres, 500 acres. We got farms, you know, we got our own Torah schools, you know, we got our own herbalists. If that's what it's gonna take for y'all to wake the hell up and get out of this country, and then it gotta get started, and so be it. But yeah, that's the plan, man. Get out this camp mentality. Seek the Most High's face daily. For real. Stop worrying about everybody else. If everybody was focused on the Most High, we wouldn't have to worry about everybody else. If we was all focused on being as connected to him as possible. If we was all living in a way that everybody, whenever we look at this nigga here, this sister over here, that brother, our mom, if everybody we looked at, we seen the Most High, and they was fine, and they was living according to the Most High's will, this world would be an oasis. But that's what I'm trying to build. That's what will be built. Y'all willing. So yeah, man, get out this camp mentality. They're leading you astray. They're not telling you the full truth. They want you to hate Ethiopia. Not everybody in Ethiopia is even Ethiopians. Most of them are Ham, Tigrians, Oromos, Somalians. But Beta Israel is over there. And your land is over there. So get out of this camp mentality, change your mind state, and get ready to flee this shit. Shalom.